Well, good evening and welcome everyone to the 2015 Student Awards Ceremony for Pierce College Fort Steilacoom. It is my distinct pleasure to thank you for being here to help celebrate our students. As you may know, Pierce College's mission is to create quality educational opportunities for a diverse community of learners to thrive in an evolving world. And tonight, when you see these students walk across this stage, you are going to say that they have demonstrated this in all kinds of different ways. They have done this academically, they have done this as leaders, they have done this in service learning, they have done this on the field and in the classroom as athletes. They have just really seized the day and taken the opportunity that this institution being here provides them to really learn and grow and further their own potential. So we are so excited for all the work that you've done to get to this culminating piece tonight, and we are so honored to say we have great students here at Pierce College. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce some other people here that really help us make that happen. We have our Board of Trustees members, Angie Rorty and Jackie Rosenblatt, with us tonight. And a little later, slipping in, we will have two of our foundation board members, Susie Russell Hall and Natalie Humphrey, that will be here. And they really spend a lot of time in the community creating opportunities by raising funds for our students and for our programs to make sure that our students have great resources with which to learn. So we're really looking forward to this evening, and we just thank you for being here. The other thing I would say is we're pretty informal here at Pierce College, so after you hear your student's name, feel free to whoop it up, but please let us at least get their name out before you do. But please take joy in celebrating their wonderful successes. So Joanne? Oh, I'm sorry, I am introducing you. So it's my other honor to introduce to you tonight a young woman whom I've come to know over the past year and who I can absolutely say has been a marvelous leader for our student government. She comes to this college with a lot of wisdom and life experience, and she has been able to learn and grow and really mold a team of student leaders and lead them and learn from them. And she has been a wonderful joy to work with this year. And she has some words that she would like to share with you as the student body president here at Fort Steilacoom. Natalie Guajardo.
Thank you, everyone.
I got you back.
Thank you, Denise. Yokum. It has been an honor to serve as a student government president here at Pierce College Fort Steilacoom. I would not want to serve anywhere else. It's been such a great journey. It is without a doubt that Pierce College has been a huge contribution to my success as a student. Like I said, it's been a remarkable journey that I will never forget. I have found guidance that has propelled me to not only believe in something bigger than myself, but to also find purpose in something for the students. And Pierce College has actually given me, platform. It's given me like a platform to pretty much use what I've learned in the past before I got to Pierce College, but also what I've been learning here at Pierce College, not only as intellectually, but with all the relationships. And to me, I have to say that what has kept me going every day at Pierce College, it has had to have been the experiences and the relationships that I've formed. That, to me, is the biggest thing that has kept me going. And with that said, I would like to say that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Pierce College. I was out in Puyallup, lovely campus, but I just love Fort Steilacoom so much. I even moved from Puyallup over here so I could be coming here every day. So, has anybody ever heard, that saying, college is where you find yourself? So, I actually don't believe that. I actually believe I actually believe that it's the relationships that you form here. It's the relationships and the experiences. And I feel like I wouldn't be the person that I am today had I been at another college. I actually had been at another college, two colleges actually, trying to go into college in Houston and then out in Eastern Washington. But it is Pierce College, Fort Steilacoom, where I found my way. And that is because I've had the right mentorship, I've had the right peers, I've had the right team. Everybody here at Pierce College has contributed to my success. And I just don't know how I could ever repay Pierce College for Steilacoom. I don't even have that written down, but that's honestly coming from my heart. I live right down the street. That's how much I love this school. So, so with the relationships, something that I've thought about is, what is it about Pierce College that makes it so different, or any college? For me, I've always wanted to be surrounded by people that I can become. And if you really think about it, a college is a perfect spot. You're like, I'm a huge believer in the ripple effect. And why not be at a college where you're on like-minded people and people that are following their dreams? So for me, whenever I hear a student talk about their dreams, that gives me hope. That gives me hope that I can achieve mine, and this year I am. I have achieved so much because of Pierce College. I've gotten so many opportunities that I've never gotten in my life. Like Nicaragua, for example, service learning it's incredible. So I'll be doing that this year, which I feel had it not been for Pierce College, I would have never gone out of the United States, to be exact. So let me tell you what I believe got me my position. And I think, honestly, it's probably expanding on my belief of the ripple effect. Not a lot of people have someone to mentor them, to guide them, and that's something, you do have some minor mentors, and for me that was my mom. And she was a single mother, raised 4 kids on her own, and that's who, seeing her struggle is what makes me face my struggles and be like, I can still do this. So even though she got out of school when she was 13, had her kids at 14, she was still trying to get her GED. She ended up going back to college to get her GED, but she never was able to go back to get her AA. And the example of the ripple effect is pretty much that when I was the first high school graduate. And the thing with that I feel is a perfect example of the ripple effect is that nobody in my family had ever graduated from high school. So even my older sister, she had got pregnant, and when she saw me graduate, she's like, oh no, I'm going back. So she went back a year after I did. She graduated, my brother graduated, my little sister, cousins, so on. And let me tell you, nobody went to college until I came here. They're going to colleges at different, they're going to different colleges, but the ripple effect is that they didn't go until I came to Pierce College. And that to me is pretty amazing. That's why, so for those of you who don't have somebody who's making a difference, which I actually don't, I think we're in a room full of successful people that are working on their success. I would imagine that you're that, like a lake, and you are that droplet, and you're here to make a difference. Even though you think that, even if you don't think that nobody's watching, someone always is. And that's the thing that you need to realize, that you're here and you chose to be, you're making a difference. You pretty much came up with, took the responsibility without even knowing it. That someone else is looking at you and looking up to you, and you're pretty much someone that they can point at and say they did it as well, so why can't I? So you're pretty much giving them faith and hope to overcome their barriers. So with that said, I know that this is a great ceremony for students who are making a difference within our community. And Pierce College, like I said, it's been nothing but a blessing for me. Thank you.
So Natalie, you can, get a master's and come back and teach for us someday. That would be great. little career ripple suggestion there. Each year, Washington's top 2-year college students are recognized for their scholastic achievement and service to their communities and colleges. The All-Washington Academic Team is sponsored by Pi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for 2-year colleges, and presidents and trustees of Washington's 2-year colleges. The State Board for Community and Technical Colleges, Key Bank, the Northwest Education Loan Association, and Washington State Employees Credit Union, who together have made $750 scholarships available to each member of the All-Washington team. This year, 2 students from Pierce College, Fort Steilacoom were chosen to represent the best of the best among the state's community and technical colleges. They are Meredith Wingate and Robert Lasker. Meredith is unable to attend, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about Robert. After spending years struggling with addiction and homelessness, Robert Lasker decided to make a change in 2009. He struggled to re-enter the workforce as a carpenter and soon decided to go back to school to learn new skills. Although he felt that he had never been a good student, he ultimately thrived at Pierce College. This year, he serves as a legislative senator and president of the Washington Community and Technical College Student Association. Yes, it is. These experiences have sparked a passion in Lasker for the legislative process. He plans to pursue a master's degree and hopes to one day build a career advocating for the community and technical college system that helped him turn his life around. Congratulations, Robert. Kimberly Fee, the Director of Financial Aid and Scholarships at UW-T, is here to present a scholarship.
I'm pleased to be here tonight at Pierce College, Fort Steilacoom to present the 2015 Next Step Scholarship Award. The Next Step Scholarships are among the University of Washington-Tacoma's most prestigious awards. Applicants with a GPA of at least 3.5 are nominated by their college presidents, so thank you, President Yoakum, and selected by the UW-Tacoma Scholarship Committee. The Next Step Endowment provides significant support to transfer students for their junior and senior year at UW-Tacoma and was created by the generosity of 30 donors in 1998. The value of the 2015 Next Step Scholarship is up to $12,000. 7 Next Step Scholars are selected each year, 1 from each of the participating colleges, and I'm proud to announce that the 2015 Next Step Scholar from Pierce College, Fort Steilacoom is Brenda Lunau. Brenda. She's on her way, so perfect. Brenda is an exceptional student who has maintained a 3.81 grade point average. She is a member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and Trio Support Services here at Pierce College and has repeatedly been on the president's list. Brenda will be attending UW-Tacoma starting autumn 2015 to pursue a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Congratulations to Brenda on her selection as the 2015 Next Step Scholarship recipient, and we at UW-Tacoma are excited to have her as part of our community. Thank you.
Good evening.
It's my great pleasure to be here tonight to provide this award. The Pierce Now Scholarship, similar to the one you just heard, is intended to help students transition from one kind of education to the next. Pierce Now Scholarship is to encourage the students who are in our high school completion, adult basic education, and English as a second language programs, to encourage them to move on to the next step. So I am really tickled to announce these names. These students will receive $1,200 each. Viviana Garcia. Is Viviana here? No. And Hyo Rim Yu. Okay. Thank you. I want to get some feedback on how I pronounced it. Was that close? Now, the faculty select these students in a highly competitive process that just culminated a couple days ago. So this is very much news to the students. Thanks, Deidre, and congratulations to the recipients. Now we're going to recognize outstanding students by division, so be ready if you're a dean or a faculty member to come on up. We're going to start with the Arts and Humanities Division. And students, as your name is called, if you please begin coming to the front. And I think they know their order even.
All right. I'd like to invite my good friend Charles Burt down, take his place on the stage here. Charles served in the United States Army for 20 years as a recruiter, drill sergeant, and tank platoon sergeant. And he was deployed 3 times in service for our country. So following that chapter of Charles's life, he started studying art here at Pierce College Fort Steilacoom, and I'm so grateful that he did. And in his time here, he's really proven himself as just a fine draftsman and painter alike. And some of his recent accomplishments include being selected as an Award of Merit recipient in our 41st annual Pierce College Fort Steilacoom Fine Arts Exhibition. He's also been real pivotal in serving as a mentor in the beginning Art 201 painting class. And so Charles, on his own accord, came in and helped mentor a lot of the students. And I'm very appreciative for his efforts in that regard. Charles is a very ambitious student. He has enthusiasm that's just contagious within the department. And he has a passion for art. And his next goal is to transfer to the University of Washington at Seattle and study under Ann Gell, who's a noted figurative painter. So with that, I hope you can please join us in congratulating Charles on this landmark achievement.
Congratulations, Charles. And I should introduce Professor Dave Roholt, who's our faculty member here. Our next presenter is Brian Martin, who's digital design professor here.
Thank you, Joanne. I'd like to recognize the Digital Design Student of the Year, Shelly Barraza. If you want to come on up, Shell. Here we go. So I wrote a couple things, and I'll read what I wrote. Shelly's just an amazingly creative, motivated student. Her list of accomplishments while at Pierce College is pretty impressive. 2 years at the Pioneer Post, so she is bi-coastal in several positions. 2 years being published in Slam, the creator of the PGA US Open website for the City of Lakewood. She's been working at Perler Photographer. She maintains a 3.85 GPA, and she oozes cool. And she's just an incredible artist in just any medium that she's attacked. And it's very easy to say she was the unanimous choice for our Digital Design Student of the Year. And she turns her homework in early.
Our next student award winner is Jackson Swigert, and he was nominated by Kristen Brennemer. Kristen Brennemer's not here, so the Dean Holly Smith.
All right, so Jackson, come on up. Mr. Swigert's work for English 103 was simply outstanding, earning him the highest grade possible in the class. What makes his work so memorable is not only the quality of the eloquent writing and his supporting research, but also the analysis of his chosen topics. His first essay for English 103, for example, focused on the growing trend of television binge watching and discussed both the causes and the implications of this trend for our culture, linking this trend with Americans' desire for constant and instant gratification. The stellar essay was paired with this 20-page research paper on the cult status of the Big Lebowski. The dude abides. And the myriad of causes for the film's success. For his dedication to producing the highest quality of research essay, Jackson Swigert is an outstanding student of the highest merit.
Our next winner is Travis Goodwin, and Michael Bogus will present the award.
Well, I don't even know where to start with Travis. Come on up. I think Travis and I have both spent many hours in the English writing lab. Travis started in English 96, went to 97, 99, and accelerated to English 101. And one of the things that you really notice right away with Travis is that he's an amazing student in so many ways, and not just as a student, but as someone who really reaches out and encourages and mentors and helps other students to feel good about being at Pierce College and to be good students. He's always been working hard, spending extra time with students on his own and studying on his own to be a good student and a good role model. And now he works in the tutoring center, and so this is recognition also for his work there and mentoring students. And one thing that really stands out with Travis is in one of our in-class essay assignments, one of the topics was for the students to write about another person who really inspired them to go to college and be successful. And one of his fellow students wrote an essay about him, which was very, I had never had that happen before in an assignment like that. So he's also brings a wonderful work ethic and skill and personal warmth to new groups of students while he tutors. His sense of service and responsibility to himself, his fellow students, and also to his country has been truly inspirational. Thanks.
Congratulations, Travis. Our next winner is Tracy Wansley. She was nominated by Lori Schuster, but the award will be presented by Rachel Goon.
Hi, it's my honor to present the Information Studies Award to Miss Tracy Wansley. So Tracy is a fixture in the Pierce College Library. You'll find her spending hours there every day working on all of her assignments. Since the fall of 2013, Tracy's demonstrated consistent and significant growth in her ability to find credible sources of information and to synthesize them with her own ideas in research papers and PowerPoint presentations. Due to her diligent work in Information Studies 102, which is our course that emphasizes research skills for criminal justice majors, Tracy's information competency skills have grown significantly, and she's achieved the official status of superb researcher, which is a librarian stamp of awesomeness. And we want to recognize that Tracy's overcome significant obstacles this year, and she inspires us librarians every day with her perseverance and her quiet sense of humor. She exemplifies the inner focus and the determination to reach her goals that we recognize in our best students.
Dean Sachi Horbach and nominating faculty from the Business and Social Science Division will now recognize the outstanding students from Business and Social Science.
So actually, Karen Danner and I both nominated Kayla. We both had the pleasure of working with her in our anthropology classrooms. Kayla would like to study anthropology as a major when she transfers to a four-year school or university. She's a conscientious and responsible student who embodies the anthropological perspective in working with others. Based upon her coursework at Pierce College, we expect her to prosper in her future studies and ultimately to help make the world a better place.
Our next winner is Tanya Powell from Business. She was nominated by Dr. Paul Gerhardt and Doug Edison, and Doug is here to present.
Tanya, come on down. You did your hair. Look at that. All right, all right. All right, get over there so I can embarrass you in public. All right. You gotta just glow. All right. Entrepreneurs are largely successful because of their interrupted numerous times by various causes since entering the Associate in Business program in the fall of 2010. Despite frustrations and roadblocks, Tanya has been a dedicated, cheerful member of our department. While being a student and raising her family, she's also started her own home-based business, which with more available time and attention could very well grow into a thriving enterprise. For her dedication to learning and to professional growth, Dr. Gerhard and Ann Stoltz and I are delighted to recognize Tanya Powell as the Outstanding Business Student for 2015.
Y'all are going out of order, but I can figure it out. Oh, you're Denise? Okay, well, I'll just let you do it.
Okay, I'm Denise Arnold with Social Service Mental Health, but I have the honor of calling forth Lucian Black from the Correction Protection Officer Program. Connie Brown has submitted Lucian Black's name. Is he here? Do we continue?
Yes.
Connie writes, I was consistently impressed with Mr. Black's attitude, integrity, and veracity during his time as student in the Correction Protection Officer Program. He is a quick learner and consistently demonstrated the ability to articulate information and ideas in both the verbal and written form. He is dependable, can work independently, and is able to follow through to assure that the job gets done. He is flexible and was quick to volunteer when assistance was requested. One of Lucian's greatest strengths is his ability to relate to individuals of diverse backgrounds. He is very well respected by his colleagues, and others seek him out for friendship and advice. So, for Lucian Black. The Criminal Justice Program has nominated Patrick Brown. Is he here? Come on down. So Bobby Foster Grayler writes, Patrick Brown is a Criminal Justice Student of the Year. He is one of our many students who juggles career, family, and school. Patrick is an amazing juggler of these things, as his transcript is a blinding with so many 4 points. However, being a criminal justice student is not just about the GPA. Mr. Brown is also a team player, often working more than his share in a group project and helping others to catch up in class. He is a professional, which he projects in his and demonstrating during his work-based learning course at the City of Lakewood Prosecutor's Office. And finally, he has the highest level of integrity, honesty, and honor. We are proud to call him our Criminal Justice Student of the Year.
Antron, Ann is here.
Say who you are.
And I'm Blake Sorum from economics. Ann is the winner of the Economics Student of the Year. Ann earned straight A's in economics and finished second out of 150 students in our stock market contest, making over $34,000. Unfortunately, that's not real money. Outside of the classroom, Ann is president of the International Club, has led trips to Microsoft, a celebration of the Lunar New Year, and rode in the Dragon Boat Festival, helping to bring the world to Pierce College students. Congratulations.
Thanks, Blake. Denise threw me off because I thought she'd just do all of hers in a row, but Blake snuck in the middle. So Denise Arnold is our social service mental health professor, and she's introducing Jezelyn Cardenas.
Is Jez here? I know she's in a class, and she was supposed to be running down. There she is. Jez is pursuing a degree in social work to better the lives of youth in our community. She believes that every child needs hope for the future. Currently, she is working as an intern at Raymond Hall, helping youth in the chemical dependency program. She balances home, work, and family well while maintaining a 3.89 GPA. Outside of school, she helps her family business to raise $20,000 to $50,000 annually for Relay for Life. Woo-hoo. Her winter holidays are spent volunteering at soup kitchens. She is truly an outstanding Pierce College student who cares for her community.
Next, we're moving to the Health and Technology Division, and Dean Ron May and faculty from that division will recognize their outstanding students.
Could Tori Rodsavong Stanley come forward, please? This was written by Dolores Kelly, the coordinator of the construction management program, and she says, "It was awesome having Victoria Rodsavong Stanley, known to all of us as Tori, in the construction management program. Her personality electrified the classroom. The class loved her upbeat, cheerful, and optimistic outlook on learning. Tori worked hard in her classes, determined to learn everything she could about construction. The other students respected Tori for her positive attitude and hard work she brought to the team projects and class activities. Tori loves challenges. She would always say, "Bring it on." Tori is currently working in the industry with the company she interned with. One of her supervisors said Tori is learning tons in the field and is spreading her great personality with the others. Thank you, Tori.
The next presenter is Monica Hospenthal, who's the director of our dental hygiene program.
Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. I had the privilege of announcing Janelle Snow as this year's Dental Hygiene Department's Outstanding Student Recipient this past Saturday at our pinning ceremony. I spoke of how incredible Janelle is. Calm, friendly, organized, technically skilled, how she anticipates the needs of her teammates, how she successfully manages patients who have extenuating circumstances. She's a mom, she's a wife, she has several interests beyond dental hygiene, including the arts, culinary interests, and so many other things. But at the pinning ceremony, I also shared a story at the closing about an amazing event that I wish to share with you now. We piloted an interprofessional practice this year with the University of Puget Sound's occupational therapy students, OT for short. Our dental hygiene students went to the university and worked with the OT students in their clinic with their patients. Our students provided oral health assessment and individualized oral self-care for the patients during these sessions. Needless to say, the pilot project was very successful, and several heartwarming stories came from these experiences. One of these stories was about an older gentleman. This gentleman did not have any teeth and was quite embarrassed to allow the dental hygiene student to look in his mouth. But eventually he consented. The student returned the next week with resources for this man to get dentures. By the end of the semester, this gentleman had not only followed through with the referral to get dentures and did get them, but he was able to go out to dinner at a restaurant with his family for the first time in over a decade. I didn't know it at the time when I told that story, that the dental hygiene student was Janelle Snow. If this story does not demonstrate what an incredible woman Janelle is, I do not know what will. And I have no doubts that Janelle will not only be an asset to the profession of dental hygiene, but she will continue to change lives. Congratulations, Janelle, and thank you.
I had the opportunity to attend the dental hygiene pinning on Saturday and hear Janelle give the culminating speech for her class. So it was a wonderful event. Next presenter is Lisa Murray, who's the Diagnostic Health and Fitness Program Coordinator in Health Sciences.
Thank you. I am honored to announce that Jessica Jepson is unanimously voted upon by our department as the Outstanding Student of the Year. Jessica is a student in the Diagnostic Health and Fitness Technician program. She has routinely demonstrated academic success in all her coursework: exercise physiology, kinesiology, wellness, exercise and nutrition. She's also earned exemplary grades. She is punctual, reliable, and often the go-to student for others seeking answers to challenging questions and projects. Jessica has demonstrated her ability to establish balance in her life. She has been working very hard at completing her degree on a part-time basis in order to also fulfill her role as a full-time mother. She has experienced also her own physical challenges and leads by example, showing others this is no reason to quit or to slow down. I do want to mention that she was wheelchair bound last quarter. Pretty amazing. Her expertise and knowledge in the field of health and fitness comes naturally. She will definitely have a huge positive impact on others, and I proudly, on behalf of our department, announce that she is the Student of the Year.
Our next student winner is Carla Boda. She was a member of our Occupational Safety and Health program, which is a shared program with Edmonds Community College and is online. So Ron is going to be the presenter here.
Carla was nominated by Larry Price, the coordinator of the program. Carla Boda is an outstanding student who has earned a total of 125 credits with a 3.85 GPA. Carla is a very positive student who is always willing to help and share with her student peers. She's enthusiastically recommended for the outstanding student in the Occupational Health and Safety program. And I have to mention here too, I don't often have the opportunity to have one of my students have students in my class, and here she is. So I can attest to that. She is an incredibly outstanding woman, wonderful student.
Thank you.
Our outstanding veterinary technology student is Heather Pillen. She was nominated by Dr. Salvador Hurtado.
So I am Salvador Hurtado. I'm a veterinarian and also the director of the vet tech program here. Heather Pillen has been an integral member of our second-year student cohort in the vet tech program. During her time in the program, she has been actively involved in fundraising activities for the vet tech student club. And she was an important part of the animal adoption committee that successfully placed all the dogs and cats used for teaching purposes in the program into adoptive homes at the end of the 2014 academic year. In fact, I think she adopted one dog? One dog, only one. She's a very resourceful person that other students can rely on for help. For that and many other reasons, she is respected and appreciated by the students and faculty of the vet tech program. Congratulations.
I had a fun experience last night. I went to Bethel High School to present the Pierce First Scholarship Awards, and there was a potential vet tech student there who won all kinds of awards and declared several times, I'm going to attend Pierce College in vet technology. So we've got a student on the way from Bethel. Our next division is the Natural Science Division, and no Dean Tom Broxson, but faculty are here, so they're lined up ready to go. Our first winner is Amanda Perez in biology. She's nominated by Bob Johnson, Mary Beth Balo, and Alicia Mujaba. And I butchered that last name. And Juba.
Come on up. Glad everyone is here tonight, and we have an exceptional student to honor here. This was written by all of the biologists. She was a unanimous choice for student of the biology department. Amanda is an extraordinary individual in terms of motivation, intellect, academic capability, emotional maturity, and innate caring, compassionate disposition. She one day intends to earn an MD degree and is currently getting all her remaining prerequisite biology, chemistry, math, and physics courses at the 200 level to augment the baccalaureate curriculum she has already successfully completed on her way to medical school. In all the biology courses, Amanda has been a standout student for her academic sophistication, including highly developed critical thinking capabilities, methodical laboratory skills, and meticulous organizational strategies. She takes on true leadership roles by assisting cohorts who do not catch on as quickly to the course material or who need some confidence building. Amanda is an extremely articulate and thoughtful individual who inspires trust in all that she values and all that she does. for her many outstanding academic capabilities, life experiences, including very proud military service to country, long-held term aspirations to become an MD, and because she personifies all of Pierce's core values and abilities, we are all proud to nominate Amanda Perez as the Biology Student of the Year.
You can't see my script here, but the biology department has this in all caps with exclamation points, so I hope Mary conveyed that enthusiasm. Our next winner is from the chemistry department. It's Sarah Parkhurst, and she was nominated by Ted Wood, and he will do the presentation.
Sarah has been consistently outstanding this year in organic chemistry. Starting from day one, she brings an inquisitive professional attitude to class every day, which has helped her to master all of the fundamental concepts. When I interact with Sarah, I feel like I'm interacting with a professional colleague. I don't feel like I'm talking to a student. In addition to her excellent work in organic chemistry, she has served as an SI instructor. That stands for Supplemental Instruction. It's a program we have where students essentially are assistant teachers in various classes. She's been an SI instructor in both our science majors sequence and our allied health sequence, receiving rave reviews from both the students and the faculty that she's worked with. She wants to continue her studies in chemistry when she leaves us, which is a wonderful thing because she has the requisite talent and the dedication to really go far. I'm looking forward to it.
Our next winner is Miranda Anderson from the Earth and Space Sciences Department. She was nominated by Beth Norman, and Beth Norman will present.
I want your support system, right? Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Mandy was a wonderful student to have in class. She's motivated, she's quick to pick up new concepts. Her contributions to class discussions, hard work, and willingness to help others elevated the level of the class for all the students. Several of my current students are lucky to have Mandy as their tutor. She has an excellent understanding and is able to help other students be more effective learners. She's an asset for the tutoring center as well as students in the Earth and Space Sciences department. I look forward to having her in class again soon, like this summer. Yay! Congratulations.
Our next winner is Adam Krager in mathematics. He was nominated by Raj Lal.
The toughest part for me for these ceremonies is trying to find some sort of jacket that I can put on. Yeah. Fortunately, I found one on some old test exams in my office, so I'm all ready to go now. Adam's average grade in 6 of the most difficult math courses offered by Pierce College is 3.6. But what makes him exceptional is his creativity and persistence. On his own initiative, he will modify the given textbook solution methods to test their limits and range. As a consequence, he will create easier methods that have wider applicability. He treats math problems not as opponents, but as acquaintances whom he wants to turn into friends. He is also a great leader, as evidenced by the excellent presentation by his group on Pi Day. The project's title was Modeling the Response to an Earthquake of Pod A in the Rainier Building. The math department, which is housed in Pod B, was extremely relieved that Adam did not choose our pod to test his theories on earthquakes.
Next, Next, we'll have Dean Lori Griffin and the nominating faculty from the Transitional Education Division to recognize outstanding students from their division. Our first winner is Letitia Beltran in Adult Basic Ed. She was nominated by Rachel Ferris, and Rachel will present.
It's my pleasure to recognize Leticia tonight. She is definitely the definition of an outstanding student, not only in her English language studies, but in her dedication to the Pierce College Adult Diploma Program. I've been with her since she was a level 5 ESL student, so I've got to witness her growth not only through ESL, but ABE, and now on to PCAD. Each quarter, she returns with new grit and determination to master whatever new set of skills is put before her, including MLA citations, research papers. She's got it all. A truly gifted writer, Leticia is a perfectionist when it comes to her in-class assignments. She will sit with us and peer review for as long as it needs to get it right. She's so humble, and she might protest, but really she deserves this more than anything tonight.
Our next winner is Salvatore Curatolo in ESL. He was nominated by Julie Sandino and Mary Selstead.
Before I begin, I have to say I had Leticia in beginning ESL. We have the pleasure of recognizing Salvatore Curatolo from Italy tonight. And before I talk about Salvatore, I want to explain our class. It's not a traditional ESL class. It's a pilot project funded by a Gates Foundation grant where all of the students get a laptop. And it's an ESL class taught half online, 9 credits, and then, half face-to-face, and then half online. So when Salvatore first came to our class, he admitted that using computers made him want to bang his head against the wall.
Do you remember? Complete with gestures.
With a lot of gestures, too. He transferred to the alternative class, but fortunately he gave us another try this year. Being both an Italian immigrant and a digital immigrant, as well as an older student, technology didn't come easy to Salvatore. It took him longer to learn to use the technology and longer to complete the online assignments. But he persisted, right? He didn't give up, and despite the difficulties, he worked hard and completed everything we assigned him. In fact, he scored the highest grade in our class. Salvatore has now transitioned on to level 4, and he continues to work at improving his skills. Recently, we spoke to him after he finished visiting the tutoring center, and he said he's just working on improving his vocabulary. We are very proud of Salvatore and his progress, especially at this stage in his life. He is an example that it is never too late to learn new things if you work hard and are open to new possibilities.
Our next winner is Anthony Kovac from iTrans, and he was nominated by Helen McClure.
Anthony started Pierce College winter quarter 2015. I remember his first day, nervous, attentive, but most of all, he had grit. His expression said, "I might not get this now, but I will work until I succeed." Anthony asks all the right questions when it comes to his education. He is a great example to other students and has the compassion and patience to help others when they are in need. Anthony studies hard and excels in all his work. With every passing day, he just gets better and better. His hard work has paid off as one of the first iTrans students to get a 4.0 in his first quarter at Pierce College. This is a special distinction and an example of what a fine student Anthony has become.
Anthony actually started his quarter before the quarter because he contacted me with questions about the class and how he could best be prepared for the first day. It was the first time I'd ever had a student do that. And throughout the quarter, he was actively engaged in learning the subject matter and his own growth and development as a student and an individual. Anthony often expressed gratitude for the opportunity to return to school and how he planned to make the most of his time in class, and also the resources offered by the college. His positive attitude, growth mindset, work ethic, and care for his fellow students was an inspiring example to me and to his peers.
Congratulations to all our division winners. Now we'll have Mary Mullock present the international, she's the manager of International Student Services, and she's going to recognize the outstanding student from international education.
On came. She's passionate about bringing students together and making them all feel like family when they come to Pierce College. Her enthusiasm spreads to all she meets. Everyone who she comes in contact with feels encouraged and uplifted to be the best they can be. In addition, she has been able to maintain a 3.9 GPA. For these reasons and more, the international staff nominates An Tran for International Student of the Year.
Next, I'd like to introduce Lena Sobzak, who is the assistant to the director of district athletics, to announce the Raider Athletics Outstanding Students.
Tonight we are honoring 2 Raider student athletes who have excelled in the classroom and on the field and on the court. The 2 individuals selected as the top student athletes of the year 2014-2015 exemplify the very best in the term student athlete. This includes academic achievement, athletic excellence, team leadership, sportsmanship, and citizenship. These 2 individuals have represented Raider athletics with the highest degree of integrity on campus and in the community. It is my sincere pleasure to announce the Raider Female Student Athlete of the Year, Christina Kohlberg, women's basketball. Is she here? I don't think she made it tonight, but let me tell you about Christina. She came to Pierce College from Thomas Jefferson High School in Federal Way by way of Green River Community College. Following her freshman year at Green River in 2012-2013, Christina transferred to Pierce this past fall for her sophomore season of basketball with the Raiders. Christina had an immediate impact on the team as she proved to be a force on both offense and defense. Christina led the Raiders this past season in scoring, averaging 13 points a game, and was second on the team in rebounding, pulling down 6 boards a game. She was also the catalyst on defense as she led the team in steals with almost 2.5 per game. Although the Raiders missed the playoffs, Christina's performance on the court led her to the selection of the West Region All-Defensive Team. Christina's performance in the classroom has been excellent as well, earning a 3.5 GPA. She was named to the Northwest Athletic Conference All-Academic Team, and recently received the NWAC Academic Leadership Award. Christina is planning to continue her education this fall at Evergreen State College. Let's give Christina another round of applause. Our male student athlete of the year is Keaton Core, men's basketball. Keaton? Oh, they're not here. We'll make sure to get their awards. Keaton came to Pierce back in the fall, from 2013 from Post Falls, Idaho. Keaton played for the men's basketball team for 2 seasons and helped lead the Raiders to the NWAC playoffs this past season. Keaton is the ultimate team player, working hard in practice every day to hone his own skills while pushing his teammates to become better as a unit. He averaged 10.5 points per game and 3.5 rebounds. He also played an important role in the Raiders' defense. Keaton is that quiet leader that you don't hear on the court, but his impact is seen and felt across the team. Keaton also did an excellent job representing the Raiders in the classroom. He earned a 3.32 GPA over his 2 years, and he was also named the NWAC All-Academic Team. Keaton will continue his education and his basketball experience playing at Pacific University in Oregon this coming fall. Good job, Keaton.
Next, I'd like to introduce Professor Bob Johnson, who's the advisor for the Phi Theta Kappa, our Academic Honor Society, to recognize the Phi Theta Kappa student leaders.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome Mr. Devin Tracy and Miss Jennifer Bradley. Phi Theta Kappa is an international honor society that recognizes student merit and academic strength. We support community service as well as responsibility and teamwork. To be a member of Phi Theta Kappa, one has to have a 3.5 GPA. And
are you asking me?
No, and Devin and Jennifer as co-presidents supported me this past year in helping to connect students to Phi Theta Kappa membership and to help them to recognize the scholarship potential, leadership potential of the organization. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite Cameron Cox to the stand. He's the Director of Student Programs, and he'll recognize the student leadership team.
All right, well, I'd like to invite our student government team to the stage. Natalie Guajardo, Christopher Johnson, Alyssa Garrido, Patrick Hughes, Billy Edwards, Zach Van, and Robert Lasker. So at the beginning of each year, we do our summer training with our student leaders, which is a whole lot of fun. For a lot of our student leaders, that's probably one of the high points. And I have to say that when they won the Spirit Stick at the statewide CUSP Student Leadership Institute, I felt like, all right, this is going to be a fun year. And it has been. A lot of their achievements this year, I just want to name some of the things because I feel like they have some really tangible accomplishments to highlight. So this year, they piloted a program called Raider Ramen, where from the hours of 3 to 5, Monday through Thursday, a student can come by and get a free cup of ramen because our cafeteria service is closed during that time. So that's been great. We'd love to see that. They also just got some hydration stations for our campus, which will be installed during the summer quarter. Our clubs program has exploded this year, which has been great. We have 20 clubs. That's the most we've had in my 5 years at Pierce College. And there's over 300 students that are actively participating in clubs, so that's really exciting. And at the Legislative Student Voice Academy that happened in May, their proposal, which was to expand basic education expand it from K through 12 to K through 14, that was voted as the #2 vote-getting proposal and should appear in the WACSA. WACSA is kind of like a statewide student government, if you will. It'll appear in their legislative agenda for next year. So they had a lot of really great accomplishments. There's a lot of fun stories that we don't have time for, and they would probably slap me if I told you some of them because they might be embarrassed. But it's been a great team. I was just thinking the other day that I will really miss working with this team. A lot of people are ready for the end of the quarter. They're probably ready for the end of the quarter, but I was thinking I could spend another quarter with these guys. I really enjoyed working with them. So, yeah, way to go. And actually, Activities Boards had a great team, but Allie will tell you about that in a minute. So, thanks.
Nothing like a good cheer to make sure we're still awake.
You have to teach me that one later.
Yeah,
I like
me too.
it.
Allie, it's your turn. Fort Steilacoom Student Programs Coordinator, and she will recognize the Student Activities Board.
Hard act to follow. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. John F. Kennedy. Tonight we recognize all these outstanding Pierce students for their academic excellence. We also honor the accomplishments, hard work, dedication, and service of the 2014-2015 Student Leadership Team. It is the mission of the Activities Board, the other half of the Student Leadership Team, to enhance our students' experience by providing a myriad of educational, cultural, social, and entertainment programming. I believe great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It is never about the role, it is about the goal. That has really been the mantra of this year's Activities Board leaders. Early in the fall, we lost a team member as she had to return to her home country unexpectedly. After some lively discussion, the team decided not to rehire that position, with the ever-clear statement to me, "We got this," and they did. Excuse me. So, as roles blurred, it was the team concept that ruled the day. This year, these 6 leaders have planned and implemented, I don't even know if you know this, over 76 separate events, each time serving groups of students from 40 to 482. But more important than the sheer number of participants that they have served is the effort that they consistently put forth to connect with each student to positively impact their experience while they're here at Pierce. John Quincy Adams once said, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and to become more," with affection, that I'd like to introduce you to the Pierce College Fort Steilacoom's Activities Board members, the other half of the student leadership team. Mr. Trent Botello, Communications Coordinator. Please stay on stage, Trent. Miss Haley Harm, Intramural Sports Coordinator. Miss Melissa Stitz-Datos. I know I messed that up. Entertainment and Rec Coordinator. Mr. Zachary Spellman, Issues and Awareness Coordinator. Selena Lewis, Promotions Coordinator.
Ms. Jeannie Angal, Special Events Coordinator. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014-2015 Activity Board members.
So, no cheer from them. I know they did. Natalie Guajardo. It's time for the Outstanding Faculty Award and the Student Advocate Award, which is brought to us by Student Leadership.
Hello once again. So every year we have students who get one vote. They get only one vote for an outstanding faculty member that they choose. So we had done this during our Civics Week, which was very, very fun. And with that said, we tallied up all the votes, and I'm proud to announce our Outstanding Faculty Award goes to John Simpson, which is here.
Passionate learner. Your commitment to the students of Pierce College at Fort Steilacoom is inspiring to all. And I know you tried to be here earlier, and I was hoping we could get to this in time, but I know you didn't just with that. So he's very appreciative of the students.
All right, so now I will pretty much go to the Student Advocate Award. This was a pretty lengthy decision within our student life team, and even though it took a while, we feel very confident in awarding this award to Bill Spur. He has been very helpful to our team, has helped out with so many events, and even though he's busy, he's always willing to give a helping hand. So I would like to welcome.
So Bill is one of our maintenance folks that does all the setup for our different events, and he scurries around as we change our mind and ask him to come and do things for us. He's always pleasant, very gracious, and really works to serve the students. So he could not be here as well, but on his behalf, the award reads, Student Advocate Award presented to Bill Spur, with sincere appreciation for your hard work, dedication to students, and ability to always patiently see the big picture. So I congratulate him, and we'll make sure that at one of our, we will make sure that he gets this, and also that at one of our all-college events in the fall that we recognize him again so that his colleagues can understand the impact that he has had on our student success.
Sweet.
Thank you, Natalie. It's the end of the script. But I wanted to take a minute to thank you all for coming and to thank those folks who put this event together. So Jim Butler and Matt Busher taking pictures, and our Student Awards Committee, and Cheryl for the script, and all of those behind-the-scenes people who help an event like this happen. You know, one of the things we talk about at the executive team is that we need to celebrate our success more often. You know, we work really hard, and you students work really hard, and it's just nice to have a day when we can say, you are outstanding, and we appreciate having you here at the college. And it's my pleasure now to introduce our Chancellor, Dr. Michelle Johnson. She can tell you how long she's been here if she chooses to, but she's a wonderful leader for the college, and we appreciate her, and turn the time over to her for some concluding remarks.
Thank you, Joanne. Well, President, thank you. Well, I've actually just been here 37 years, so it's been a while. I'm glad that you took President Yoakum's advice, and that was to celebrate. So thank you for all of the cheers that you gave to everyone who was honored tonight. So how about one more round of applause for all of our recipients? On behalf of Pierce College District and Fort Steilacoom in particular, I do want to say thank you and congratulations. I also, you heard earlier being introduced are two of our trustees, Angie Lordy and Jackie Rosenblatt. And we've also been joined midway through the ceremony by Steve Smith, who is the chair this year of our board. So thank the three of you for being here. Welcome, Steve. For those of you who may not know, our trustees are actually appointed by the governor, and they're the governing body of the college, and so they really make certain that we meet mission, and so we're grateful for their work with us. For all of you, first I want to say, Natalie, to you and your leadership team, both student government and activities, thank you for all that you have done on behalf of our students. And I must say that you certainly all look like a leadership team, and so thank you for being here and representing all of our students. When I'm in the hall and I see any one of these individuals, they are always engaged in determining how they can help students have a wonderful experience here. They've been great leaders. I know that UW-Tacoma, Kimberly was here. It's a great partnership. It shows the commitment they have to transfer students, recognizing the role that we play to prepare so many of our students to go on to the university. And so their dollar commitment is greatly appreciated. We also want to thank our foundation for the work that they do and recognizing the importance of giving a hand up so that our students who are in financial need, that they have some extra support, and particularly the students you met tonight who are transitioning from basic skills, English as a second language, and who will be launching now into their college level program. And so that's great support. So thank you, Deidre, and all of our foundation. And those are volunteers. Those are individuals who give of their time to raise funds for Pierce College. To all of our academic winners, for the work that you have done in the classroom. You know what I've heard over and over again, that it's about the achievement, the intellectual piece, but I think you all heard so much about relationship and their willingness not only to be successful in their own endeavors, but how they reached out to other students. But they really are demonstrating leadership and commitment. And they will leave here, and they will do great things. They've done great things here, but they will make a difference. And as Mary said, they'll be changing the world, and that's a really important role. So congratulations again to all of you who have won your department's Student of the Year. I hope what you saw when each of those students came up here to receive the award, it's about the relationship they have with faculty. I mean, just reflect back for a moment as they came up, as their names were called, as their faculty members spoke about them, of the hugs that happened, of that real connection. I want to say to all of you, our faculty, thank you so much for what you do to help our students be successful. It is evident right here by the way that exchange occurs. Thank you so much. Can we thank our faculty? As a former coach, I want to say congratulations to our two athletes. I'm sorry they weren't here tonight. But I think the important part of that as well, if you think about what athletics do, I know for me, I often say that it taught me so much in terms of teamwork and initiative, to win, to lose, to be disciplined. And the important part there is that they're student athletes. It's nice that they perform on the court, but the most important part is their performance in the classroom and their ability to take that leadership and to go out into the world. So great for our athletes who are here as well. So another important role that we play as a college. You know, there's so many folks here who have contributed to the success. I also want to thank President Yoakum and her team, Joanne for filling in for Deb tonight, and all of our deans and the work that you do on behalf of all of our students. Pierce College is a great place to be. And as Natalie said, I'm going to leave it, you saw the pebble drop into the water, and it has rippled out. And thank all of you who are here supporting these individuals, because we know without your support and commitment, they would not be able to have that same ripple effect. So a round of applause for all of you who are here supporting our students. So with that, I'm standing between you and the refreshments. So I welcome you to stay, chat, get some refreshments, and thank you again on behalf of everyone at Pierce College.